Got a game here between the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 2 of the first round between these two teams. Denver up 1-0 in the series. And let's see what we have on this first possession here. Anthony Edwards going to bring the ball up against Christian Brown. Got an off-ball screen that Gobert is going to set for Dante DiVincenzo. Actually, no, he's not going to set that screen. Anthony Edwards going to get his ball to Rudy Gobert to get into a kind of handoff pick and roll action most likely. And maybe this is Spain pick and roll, but the Nuggets are going to blitz this Anthony Edwards screen. So this is a pretty easy pass or lob to Rudy Gobert in my opinion. Aaron Gordon should be aware of this. I think he's aware of this, but if this is kind of a zip of a pass to Rudy Gobert in the paint, kind of away from Aaron Gordon, then this could be an easy layup for Rudy Gobert. If Jamal Murray, for whatever reason, decides to pick up on Rudy Gobert, you have Dante DiVincenzo wide open for a three at the top of the key. And Anthony Edwards doesn't make that pass, but if you're Dante DiVincenzo, you can still make this pass to Rudy in the paint. That pass is still open for you to make, and he might get to it a little too late. Gobert might still be able to get this shot off. He's just not able to. It's going to be contested. Really good defense by Jokic there. And now you only have 8 seconds left on the shot clock for Julius Randle to come up with something against Aaron Gordon. And you do have a Rudy Gobert on-ball screen. Gordon's going to go over that screen. And if you're Randle, you have Jokic pretty much guarding you here. So this could be a lob over to Rudy Gobert. It's going to be a contested shot over Jokic, but he's going to get that to go. So I thought that was actually a pretty good defensive possession by Denver, but Julius Randle was just able to kind of get something out of nothing there. So now we got Denver bringing the ball up. Aaron Gordon most likely going to hand this off to Jamal Murray, and Jaden McDaniels is just going to stick onto Jamal Murray here. Got Jokic, or actually Christian Brown, setting an off-ball screen for Nikola Jokic. Maybe they want Anthony Edwards to switch on to Jokic here to get in the pick and roll action with Jokic and Jamal Murray. Or maybe it was just kind of to get Jokic an open look in this mid-range here. Jokic going to pop out to 3. That's a good look for him. He's going to airball that, though. That's surprising. Randle now bringing the ball up the floor. He's got Tim Hardaway Jr. on him. That's a pretty favorable matchup. He's going to use his strength to get to the paint. And Jokic steps up to help. But now we have to have, because, Jokic is helping on Julius Randle, we have to have Jamal Murray helping the helper, so he has to guard Rudy Gobert. And now this makes Aaron Gordon make a decision between Dante DiVincenzo and Jaden McDaniels. So Gordon, I feel like, is just kind of floating here. I don't think he kind of understands that Jamal Murray is helping the helper and that Jaden McDaniels is wide open in the corner. He's got to be in the middle of both of these players, so that, if Randle decides to make this pass to Dante, he can close out better. And if he decides to make this pass to Jaden McDaniels, he can close out better in the corner. But that's a wide open look for Jaden McDaniels. Just doesn't end up getting the shot to go. Jaden McDaniels going to go under this, not really screen, but he's just going to kind of go under Jokic here. Then he's going to go over the next screen. This is such good defense from Jaden McDaniels right here. Gobert, I feel like, should just throw a hand up. That might be a little too much space for Jokic, but he's just going to kind of take Gobert one-on-one, go away from the Jamal Murray screen. And if Jaden McDaniels decides to help on this, Jamal Murray should pop out to the three-point line, and it's an easy catch-and-shoot look for Jamal Murray. But no one really gets in front of Jokic here. McDaniels doesn't commit. He's got Gobert on his hip, so this is an easy layup for Nikola Jokic. But wow, really good defense by Rudy Gobert. I guess you can't really ever get a clean look at the rim when Rudy Gobert is in your vicinity. Timberwolves going to push the tempo here. What a pass by Dante DiVincenzo right there. It's pretty much a 5-on-4 break because we have Jokic on the opposite end of the floor, still probably getting up. So, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think it's Tim Hardaway Jr. that decides to double Dante DiVincenzo here, and it allows Jaden McDaniels to cut to the rim for an easy layup. Timberwolves take a 1-point lead. Christian Brown's going to take up the ball now for Minnesota. And now we got Jokic in the post, high post against Rudy Gobert. Jokic with the hook shot, no good. Rudy Gobert with some pretty good defense there, and Dante DiVincenzo is going to get the rebound. He's in transition, and he's going to get an easy layup to go. Minnesota now takes a 3-point lead with 2 easy buckets in transition. Gordon going to bring up the ball now for the Nuggets. We got some type of action going on the left side of the court. Jokic going to set an off-ball screen for Jamal Murray, who's going to, I don't know, maybe fade to the opposite 3-point line, and then maybe we get a pick and roll between Jokic and Aaron Gordon. But it's going to be kind of a pass, kind of a handoff to Jamal Murray, who probably is going to go around the Jokic screen here. And Jaden McDaniels, I don't know if he's going to go over this or under it. I don't know what coverage Rudy Gobert is going to be in. Looks like Gobert's in drop coverage and McDaniels goes under the screen. Yeah, so when both of those things happen and it's Jamal Murray as the pick and roll ball handler, that's an easy look for Jamal Murray. McDaniels actually gets off a pretty good contest, and now Minnesota has possession. Christian Brown going to take on Anthony Edwards here. Pick and roll between him and Rudy Gobert. Jokic going to be in drop coverage, and Christian Brown goes under the screen. So same exact thing when you go into drop coverage, and then you have the defender that is defending the pick and roll ball handler going under the screen, and you have a good shooter with the ball. That's usually not a recipe for success, but Anthony Edwards going to miss that 3-pointer as well. Jokic with a nice pass. He's going to get this rebound, realizes Christian Brown's up the floor. He's going to make that pass, and then Christian Brown is one-on-one with Jaden McDaniels at the rim, and Jaden McDaniels is going to foul. Like the aggressiveness from Christian Brown right there to go up with it, despite having one of the world's best defenders on you at the rim there. Makes the first free throw. Second one's going to rim out. So now 2-point lead for Minnesota, 3.5 minutes left, and we're going to have a pin down kind of set by Rudy Gobert here for Dante DiVincenzo. Kind of turns into a pick and roll. And, I don't know if I would consider Dante DiVincenzo an elite playmaker, but elite playmaking here, in my opinion, would be a pass to the corner here. But if not, he just needs to read Jokic. If he kind of commits to Dante, then he can lob this up to DiVincenzo. If he's still playing drop and you are maybe 1 or 2 dribbles into the paint, you can just go up with it. Yeah, so I don't know if I love Jaden McDaniels actually going to the wing there. I might actually just prefer him staying in that corner, but he might still get, Jamal Murray's there, but this is a mismatch, so he can maybe get off a, good look in the mid-range, kind of just shoot over Jamal Murray, but might end up turning the ball over here. Tim Hardaway Jr., this is the right read, obviously, to Dante DiVincenzo in the corner, but Tim Hardaway Jr. is in help here. Gets the deflection. Nice play by Tim Hardaway Jr. And now we got Jokic bringing up the ball. We got Julius Randle on Aaron Gordon on the wing here. Jokic going to cut to the paint, but Gobert is going to be there. So that pass can't be made, but Jokic can enter the post. And this is the matchup everyone wants to see. Jokic trying to go to that hook shot again. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Not a good look over Rudy Gobert. And Rudy Gobert is playing some really good defense on Nikola Jokic right now. We do have, I don't know if that's a flop or are the refs going to call that? Yeah, refs are going to call that an offensive foul on Rudy Gobert. Yeah, I don't know if that's a flop or an actual offensive foul, but Jokic is going to get the call regardless. And that's Gobert's 5th. So Gobert has to be careful for the rest of the game or he will foul out after his next foul. We're going to have a pass to the corner for Jamal Murray, or he actually just might get this ball. No, we got a pass to Nikola Jokic in the high post. Gordon might set a pin down for Jamal Murray to curl off this and receive a handoff from Jokic. Yep, and Jaden McDaniels is going to go over this. Jamal Murray, good hands from Jaden McDaniels, recovers. Now we're going to go back to another pick and roll handoff. Jokic decides not to give this to Jamal Murray this time. He's going to have to take Rudy Gobert one-on-one. Jamal Murray sets a screen, and Rudy Gobert kind of gets locked into the screen. So this is actually a pretty good look for Jokic, and he can take this 3. Just doesn't go. Jamal Murray with the offensive rebound. Tim Hardaway Jr. is wide open. We have Dante DiVincenzo, who's now on the ball. So Jaden McDaniels needs to realize this, and he needs to find a new man to guard, which is Tim Hardaway Jr. in this situation. And Anthony Edwards is going to pick him up, and then Jaden McDaniels is going to pick up Christian Brown. And I don't know what Jamal Murray's doing here. I mean, he could just rip through, go to his left, attack the basket. Devo's playing actually pretty good defense here. Now they're going to go to the screen, but Devo's, playing excellent defense. He's staying on Jamal Murray. Really contested shot, no foul. Excellent defense there from Dante DiVincenzo. Now we got on-ball screen set by Julius Randle. So now we're going to have Aaron Gordon picking up Anthony Edwards, and maybe we could give this to Julius Randle. He's got somewhat of a mismatch on him. And Julius Randle wants this. I would give this to Julius Randle if I'm Anthony Edwards right now. But he's going to attack Gordon, use his quick first step to get to the basket. And now maybe we have a lob to Rudy Gobert if Jokic fully commits. If not, Anthony Edwards can use his athleticism to go up with this layup. And he just doesn't really make a decision right there, so it's going to cost him. Like, Aaron Gordon's fully able to recover now. There is no good look Anthony Edwards can come up with in this situation, so he has to give this ball up. I mean, it's just not a good look. And they're going to get, I don't want to say lucky, but Gobert's going to fight for this offensive rebound and actually get the putback to go. But I still don't think that was a good shot by Anthony Edwards. But Gobert is their MVP of this fourth quarter right now. I mean, that was a crucial offensive rebound, and he has been defending Jokic very well. I think Devo's played excellent defense. I think Jaden McDaniels has played excellent defense. So really defense is what is winning the game for the Minnesota Timberwolves right now. On-ball screen that Jamal Murray is going to set for Nikola Jokic. Gobert's going to go over this screen. Jaden McDaniels in drop coverage. So it's just funny because, usually Gobert's the one in drop coverage and Jaden McDaniels is defending the guy with the ball. So roles reverse now. And Jaden McDaniels playing drop coverage. I don't think he plays it a ton. He's not playing it that well right now because he's kind of allowing Jokic to get to the basket. And because he's in drop coverage and Gobert is following Jokic, it just leaves Jamal Murray wide open at the three-point line. So Randle has to step over to help. He does. And Jamal Murray might shoot this. If not, he can just pass this to Aaron Gordon because Julius Randle is contesting him. Devo would have to step up to Aaron Gordon. That would mean Tim Hardaway Jr. should probably fade to this corner here, and then Gordon can pass it to Tim Hardaway Jr. in that corner. Jamal Murray needs to make this pass to Aaron Gordon. I don't know why he wouldn't. There's no excuse to not make this pass to Aaron Gordon here. I mean, he does have a wide open driving lane, so maybe that is the excuse, but does not get the floater to go. Anthony Edwards going to bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves now. And I really haven't seen much from the Timberwolves offense that I've just really liked. I think their defense, they got 2 buckets in transition, and they got that Rudy Gobert offensive rebound. So I think their defense is kind of winning them this game. I don't really love anything they're running on offense. So on-ball screen set by Julius Randle. Gordon might pick up Anthony Edwards here. We got 3 guys defending Anthony Edwards, so he has to realize this. Julius Randle should kind of fade to this wing area here, and Anthony Edwards going to pick up his ball and just let the 3 defenders that were guarding him. He has Brown following him. Brown was the initial defender. Gordon picked him up. He was initially guarding Randle. Jamal Murray feels like he needed to help on this for whatever reason. He was guarding Devo. So all 3 of them, you have all 3 of those guys on you right now. Now you pick up the ball and let Jamal Murray go back to Dante and then Gordon go back to Randle. And now you can't do anything because you picked up your dribble. So now he passes this to Dante DiVincenzo on the wing, gives this back to Anthony Edwards. Now we might have an on-ball screen set by DiVincenzo. He just wants to get the switch for Anthony Edwards. So now Jamal Murray's guarding him. And now we have Brown, who's just not worried about Dante DiVincenzo at all. He's going to decide to double Anthony Edwards. So Ant needs to realize this right now. Right now, Ant has to realize this. Randall should kind of flash to the ball, just try to get open, and then make this pass to Dante DiVincenzo for a wide open three kind of on the swing here. Ant has to see this, like early Ant has to see this. This is an easy read. Like, you're just letting Denver rotate way too quickly. Because Tim Hardaway Jr., and I don't know why Jaden McDaniels is going to this corner here, because you're letting Tim Hardaway Jr. follow you, and then that just makes it easier for Tim Hardaway Jr. to step up and contest Dante DiVincenzo. I guess, Jaden McDaniels is going over before Christian Braun decides to double, so I can understand, wanting to let Ant kind of isolate in space, just, him and Jamal Murray on the left side of the court. But very, very high IQ basketball from Jaden McDaniels here would be, once you see that Christian Braun is doubling, you need to go back to this corner here, because you don't want to bring a defender over to where, there's going to be, an open look for Dante. So I don't love this offense from Minnesota. Ant needs to make way quicker decisions. Even Julius needs to make a way quicker decision. And then now we are left with Devo not having an open look. I guess you do have Jaden McDaniels open here, but, Nikola Jokic can just close out and contest this. And then Jamal Murray gets Rudy Gobert under the rim. There's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I mean, if you're Devo, you have to make that pass to Jaden McDaniels. And he's just going to take Tim Hardaway Jr. one-on-one, get 2 feet in the paint, sees that Jaden McDaniels is wide open in the corner. McDaniels he has to shoot that. Contested mid-range jumper, no good. Denver, the rebound. I feel like that was a horrible offensive possession by Minnesota. And when you get 2 on the ball on Anthony Edwards on the left side of the court, you should be getting a wide open look out of that. I mean, I feel like a middle school team could get a wide open look at 3 off of that play. But nevertheless, we have Denver bringing up the ball now. 4-point game, minute 20 left. And then now, because we're bringing the ball up the floor with pace here, Ant is going to pick up Christian Braun. But we have 3 guys on Minnesota that aren't really guarding anyone. I guess maybe Jaden is picking up Jokic, but Rudy Gobert might want to pick Jokic up once he's set and back on defense. Dante's completely trailing the play. He's got 4 Nuggets players ahead of him. So Ant's going to pick up Christian Braun. Christian Braun's going to pass this to Aaron Gordon. That makes Julius Randle have to step up on Aaron Gordon. And then this is just a pass to Tim Hardaway Jr. wide open in the corner for a 3. But Julius Randle's not even going to step up on that. So Aaron Gordon has the look at 3. And it's going to go. So I say it all the time, but you can get like the easiest points in basketball in transition. And Jokic and Murray are 1 of 10 from the field in the fourth. The rest of the team's shooting 66% from the field. That's very concerning. And usually it's the complete opposite. Now we have, Christian Braun on Anthony Edwards. Devo is going to set a ghost screen, or he's just going to bring Christian Braun away so that Minnesota can get the switch that they want. And then now we're going to have Christian Braun step up and double again. Edwards needs to pass this ball to Dante. I don't know why you wouldn't pass this ball to Dante. Thank you. Now we can pass this to Jaden McDaniels in the corner. Jaden McDaniels, get your feet set in the corner, and then you could take the catch and shoot 3 because Tim Hardaway Jr. steps up. Or Devo can just pull it too if Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't. See, now Tim Hardaway Jr. is well, what happened there? I don't understand. To me, this is not high IQ by Christian Braun. I don't know why you would double here when you have a 3-point shooter on the wing that you're leaving open. He's not even communicating with Tim Hardaway Jr. to help on this. He's not communicating with anyone to help on this. So I really don't understand that. To me, that's just easy basketball. I don't know why NBA teams love to overcomplicate things so much. Just take what the defense gives you. It can literally be the easiest thing that the defense is giving you. We have a Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic pick and roll here. And if I'm I think David Adelman is the coach's name for the Denver Nuggets. If I'm David Adelman, you have to kind of know that Jokic and Murray only have 2 points between themselves in this fourth quarter. Like, whatever two-man game, I know it's like their bread and butter, but whatever two-man game they're going with in this fourth is just not working. So Adelman might have to go to other things, because clearly this two-man action is just not working in this fourth quarter, but they're still going to go to it. Jaden McDaniels is going to go under this screen, pass to Jokic at the top of the key. Rudy Gobert going to close out. I mean, there's still 18 seconds left on the shot clock, so like you can definitely still get a good look, but there's no movement at all from this Denver Nuggets offense right now. And I don't know what Denver is doing right now. Murray's going to go over Jokic. Jokic not going to go to the handoff, though. Murray going to set a screen for Jokic. Jokic is going to go around it, and now we have Gobert going under that screen. I don't know what Jaden McDaniels is doing there. I know he is thinking, I have to go to Jamal Murray to close out on him in case this is a pass back to him. But Rudy is not in front of Jokic, so you can't completely leave Jokic when you're the one that's in front of him, and Jokic is going to get that to go. That's an easy play. 24, 15, and 8 for Jokic. He's not even having that great of a fourth quarter, and the Timberwolves are going to get a switch that they want. Anthony Edwards going to be on Jamal Murray here. If Christian Brown, he's going to step up to double once again. If I'm Ant, I'm going to attack left. And when I say that, I don't he doesn't need to attack the basket going left, but he needs to go away from the middle of the court, because he needs to realize that if Christian Brown's going to double him, he needs to make space, bring Christian Brown all the way over to this side so that he can kick it to Jaden McDaniels, making it way harder for Christian Brown to make that closeout. So Denver is defending this way better this time. Christian Brown isn't fully, committing to Anthony Edwards. If Anthony Edwards does make this pass to Jaden McDaniels, Tim Hardaway Jr. is there. If, for whatever reason, if Christian Brown did decide to double Anthony Edwards and Tim Hardaway Jr. were to close out on Jaden McDaniels, Jokic can cover Dante. Then you have Aaron Gordon helping the helper on Rudy Gobert. They're in much better defensive possession this time around. This is what they should have been in when Dante DiVincenzo got that three off. But if I'm Ant, don't dribble to the help. Dribble away from the help. He's going to pass this to Jaden. Jaden can shoot this. Christian Brown is not in a position to close out in time for you to hit this three, and it looks like Tim Hardaway Jr. is kind of just stunting here. So you can take this if you're Jaden McDaniels. You can pass this to Dante. I'd like Dante to be in the corner a little bit more just to make it harder for Tim Hardaway Jr. to close out. He has to cover more ground. But now Christian Brown, you got to make fast decisions in these types of situations. You don't shoot it, once you get the ball, so you allow the defense to recover. Tim Hardaway Jr. doing a good job being in that passing lane. So now we can give this ball back to Anthony Edwards. Now it's a one-on-one. Christian Brown is not helping at all. It's going to help once again. So Devo really has to be in this corner here. And then Ant has to make this pass to Jaden McDaniels right now. It's just, man, Denver played that way better that time. And I don't know why Ant is going away from literally what worked when Devo got that three off. But when you see the double, you got to pass the ball. When you see two defenders commit to you and you have the ball, you got to pass the ball. Got a scuffle here. Denver going to bring up the ball. 29.4 seconds left in the game, 22 on the shot clock. So you can't go for a 2-for-1 here. You just have to get the best look possible. Jaden McDaniels going to pressure the ball. Entry pass into Nikola Jokic at the top of the key. Might be a handoff back to Jamal Murray. It is. Jaden McDaniels going to go under that, and then Jokic is going to set a screen on the opposite side. Jamal Murray. So I guess Minnesota's just going to switch this. This needs to be a bounce pass to Jokic as he's rolling to the basket. Perfect. This could be a lob to Christian Brown or a floater for Nikola Jokic. Oh, Jokic usually doesn't make those types of bad decisions. He could lob that up, though. He could float this up. Anthony Edwards is not... He should not be affecting your shot. He's not an elite rim protector. You should be thankful that this is not Rudy Gobert in this moment, who has been kind of getting the better of you in this fourth quarter. Maybe he's just surprised. I don't know, but not a good decision. And then Christian Brown's going to just throw up some, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he gets the foul call. So is that a shooting foul? It is. Really weird possession for Denver. I liked where it was going. Christian Brown's going to miss a very crucial free throw he had to make. Got to try to make this one, not in a spot where we're trying to miss. And if I'm Denver, I'm using a pretty good amount of clock to try to get a steal. Or yeah, I mean, if you get the ball in the hands of Julius Randle, then you can try to foul. Because I don't think Julius Randle is like really that good of a free throw shooter. I actually don't know his percentages on the season, but I mean, I'm assuming that he's pretty decent. I don't know why Minnesota would put out a lineup where they don't have their best free throw shooters in the game in that situation where you know Denver's going to foul. You don't need a three here, but if you're going to take up too much time, then you're going to need a three. I would say if you can get a good look in 5 seconds inside the arc, then that's fine. Once you're in territory where you're under 10 seconds, then you're more so needing a three when you're down by 3. And let's see, Murray's gonna go over this Jokic screen. Jaden McDaniels caught in it. This is gonna have to be a switch. It is Jamal Murray. That's not the 2-pointer you want in that situation. Like, that's not a great look. You have a 3-time defensive player of the year. I don't know how many defensive player of the years Gobert has, but like, you have a defensive player of the year like contesting your mid-range shot, and this is just not like, if you're going for it too, it has to be a high percentage 2-point shot, and that's just not it. Not gonna go. Minnesota the rebound, dribbling the clock out, and Minnesota's gonna win this basketball game. Minnesota's defense won them this game. I don't think either team, besides that one possession that Minnesota had, neither one of these teams had a good offensive game. So for game 3 with the series tied, I think the Nuggets have to do a better job at obviously getting Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic to be more impactful in the fourth quarter, which I'm not concerned with at all. Both of these guys have so much playoff experience, and they're going to have, games where they struggle every now and then. But if they don't figure out this Minnesota defense, then Minnesota is going to give them a ton of problems in this series.